Hey everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take Family, and if it's your first time here, welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. Please guys, before we even get started, can you hit that like button, and if you're not a member of our family and not a subscriber to the channel, please feel free to join. I'd love to have you with us. So today we are going to be inspired by Rachel from Roxy Creations. I was watching her weekly challenge, week 16 this past week, and I thought that I would give the little idea that she had about making these cute little bags a try. So I just threw this one together. It literally took me less than 5 minutes, and super cute. So I did do mine a little bit different. I glued mine to the front so that I would have a little more room in the front to put more stuff. Okay, so that's just was my thought. She glued hers to the back, and you could totally do that, and then she framed it, and then she put like a piece of paper on the back to have as a journaling spot. I kind of wanted to leave mine the back open and possibly I don't know, add a little pocket in the front. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So let's get started. So all you're going to need is some papers that kind of match and go together. I've got a couple of cutters here because I'm actually not going to just cut with my scissors today, believe it or not. And I bought along some cards I liked of Tim Holtz. These are from his pads that I just absolutely love, and they're a good size for these smaller ones. So I grabbed those. I'm not going to probably use everything. This is from my Floral Beauty Kit. These are some of the journaling cards, and I brought these out because I thought they were pretty and I love them, and I haven't used them yet, so I thought I might pick from there, and that's more of a medium size. And then I grabbed some, I have a piece of Walmart paper, the paper you get in those big bags full of different papers, and I had done some what do you call it, embossing on here, and just did my ink over it and everything, and I haven't used these. I've got a whole folder full of them I was playing with, so I thought that this looked really pretty with this paper. These papers are from, I believe they're from Vanessa. If I am wrong, they are from Heidi. There's only two people I think these came from. So anyway, these are papers that I got from my Happy Mail, and then these are some scraps that I picked out of my scrap bag that I thought went really well with these papers. And so that's the ones I'm going to work with. And then I'll probably, for these smaller pieces, I'll just pull in from maybe a couple of my scrap pads, you know, maybe even my scrap papers, I don't know. But let's get started and have some fun with this, okay? So what she did was, and I'm going to pull out my paper cutter. I don't usually use my paper cutter, but I think just depending on how big you want your faux bag to be. Okay, I'm going to trim this because it's really, really, really crooked, so I'm going to try to straighten this one out a little bit if I can. You know, I'm not the best with this whole thing of straightening, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let's see here if we can, because this is a scrap out of my bag, like I said. Over. Let's see. This side looks like it needs. Okay, good enough. There we go. Now, what I want to do is I want to, you know, pick a spot here, and I like this portion right here. This is going to be my front piece, all right? So let me grab, I'm going to go ahead and, okay, let me think. Yeah, she did like a cut at the top that was kind of, with her ruler, she did like a tear. I'm going to use this, my little, I got this free. I ended up getting a or no, I got it for 50% off. I ended up getting a discount through somebody on Facebook like 2 years ago. I hardly ever use this, but it's got all these different blades that cut different, if I'll hold it up so you can see. It's got all these different blades. You can get it on Amazon, and she had done a 50% off coupon. I think that this company had asked her to sponsor them or something. So I got one, and I hardly ever use it, but I decided today I would. And it's just kind of like using your ruler, but with kind of a cheat, so you get, you know, like a jaggedy line. Okay, and you know how good I am with the ruler, so not anyway. So what Rachel did was she took her paper and just kind of gave herself the room for a couple, you know, the flaps on the sides. So that's what I'm gonna do. And she made a mark where she was gonna cut. Okay. And then she made another mark, and this is because we're gonna fold, fold, and fold. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try, like I said, to make this as straight as possible. Oopsie. So I'm gonna go on, and you know what? I don't want to tear this paper apart any more than I have to, so I'm actually gonna try and do from one line down, and then there we go. Okay, so I can kind of leave this scrap together and use it like that. Now, as you can see, this will fit. Okay. Oh, you know what? I did it wrong. Of course I did it wrong. Oh, no, I didn't do it wrong. I'm being too hard on myself. Okay. Yeah, I kind of did something wrong. I need to make this part the edgy part. But I think that looks cute, so I'm going to leave it. But, okay. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit off of the top of this one, okay? Because this is the one that you want to have the edge. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back on track. So the one that's on the back, you want to have a little edge, because that's going to be the one that folds over, okay? All right, so now it's going to be like that. So now all I'm going to do, and in fact, I don't really need this to be quite, so let's see if I can cut this straight. So you want to make this one a little bit taller than this one, okay? Not like me. You want to do it right. And depending on how far over you want that to fold at the top, maybe I'll give it just a little bit more. She's so good at just like flowing and talking, and you know what I mean? She's very dexterous. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what I want to say. She just really flows. If you see this, Rachel, I admire the way you just seamlessly move from one thing to the next. You know, it's very peaceful to watch you work. Me, I'm more stumbly, and I'm like kind of all over the place. So no, oh, you know what? I just remembered something. She did fold down the front just slightly because it reinforced it a little bit. So she did do a fold. I'm going to try to make this longer next time so I can fold it down further, but for right now I'll just do a little one, okay? Yeah, she did a fold in the top just so that portion could be a reinforcement for the front of the bag. Okay. All right, now we're going to go around these corners, and we're going to miter these corners just a slight angle. So it's not so thick and bulky. Okay. Now, the difference that I did from what she did was I went ahead and folded mine down. Okay, I'm going to glue this little piece down. Oh, by the way, I got my art glitter glue, so I'll be using that again. I didn't get the big one. I got the 8 ounce. I usually get the 16 ounce, but the 8 ounce should last me probably 3 months or 4 months or something like that, so that's good. Okay, I want that on the back. So yeah, now what I did was I glued everything down like so, okay? I put glue on all these areas, and then I laid my card down on top so that it sits on it, but it can be, that way it has more of a room inside the bag, okay? So I'm just gonna, I probably should use my tacky glue actually. You know what? I think I probably should, because this glue dries faster, but okay. Next time I'll clean out the tip of my bottle and I'll grab it and use that on this part, because it does dry so quick. I think it might be better for me to use the tacky glue, because then I have more time to move it around, make sure it's in the right spot. Okay, so, well, that went pretty smooth, I hope. Let's see. Okay. And then you're just going to fold this down. Look how well that matches. That's why I grabbed that paper. I thought it was perfect. And it's going to be your little flap. And then she did one thing that I did like too. Just kind of cut this at a little angle. And I thought that was cute. There we go. So there's our bag. Isn't that sweet? And when you open it, see, you've got a little more room, I think, because of the way it's glued down. Oops, this side's lifting just a little. I didn't get glue on this edge. Okay, there we go. Should be better. And then you can distress as you wish. She also had some of them, I noticed that she left it up like that, so you could leave it open like that. Okay, but as you can see, you could do blanker paper on the back so they can write on it, but I just kind of like the idea of leaving the back, you know, like blank, like this, putting it on the back and having it there. Now, one of the things I was gonna do with mine too was on these ones that are white, I thought I might do a little bit of stamping, or even I could also do like a, let's see, where's my little, do I have my corners in here? Actually, I don't think I do. That's okay, I'll just use this guy. Anyway, I was gonna say that I think I might use stencils as well on the white part, possibly. We'll see. Grab this. Okay, do we want to, which one do we want to do? I had one I wanted to do here. Oh, that one's pretty, huh? Okay. I want to do this one. I love this one. I don't know, I just think it's cute. And where's my blues? Because I'm going to use glue to stamp on the inside of this part here, because I thought it might look kind of pretty. And then I'll probably distress as well. Let me grab a piece of, there. That's pretty. Let's go like, there we go. It doesn't have to be all the way down because this is going to be covered. This is just at the top of the faux bag. I wanted that to show. So, thought it would look pretty. I hope you guys agree. I sure get crowded over here really quick. As soon as I start pulling stuff out, I'm like, oh, I'm already crowded. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my little brush, and instead of having the bright white, because you know I don't want that, I'm just gonna put some vintage photo on here. Excuse me. There we go. Now, which one did I want to use? It was this one. Yeah. Okay, so I want to make sure that I make this to where I can fold down the top. So I am going to mark my spot where I want to cut it. Okay, about right there. But then I want to bring this down slightly so that I know I have room to fold and room to fold at this side. Oopsie. Oh gosh, Tara, honey. Okay. There, I keep stabbing the paper right here. All right, there we go. Okay. I might go ahead and just do a little. So if they look into the bag, it's not all bright white, you know. All right. Okay, so we are going to to make it easier for myself, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, now this part, pardon me, I want to make sure I fold this down enough that it's actually, probably didn't need to leave quite that much. Okay, so like that. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Yeah. Can go down just a little bit further on this top, and then I'm going to trim it. I probably left a little more than I needed to, huh? Can you tell? Or I could just glue it. It's not a big deal. Oh wait, you need to cut it. Duh. And this one, I'm gonna try something because I want to see on this top part because of the way I'm doing it and not putting it around the edge. I'm gonna miter the bottom too, but I'm gonna do straight cut on this top because I want to see if that works better for me. Since I'm, like I said, since I'm gluing it on a little bit different than Rachel did. How are you closed up when I just washed you out, opened you up, cleaned you? I did. I totally spent like 15 minutes this morning working on and adding new glue. So there's no reason this should be clogged. We're taking this off for just a second. I apologize. I think it's probably in there that it's messing up. For whatever reason, there's some dryness in there still. Don't know why. Like I said, I totally washed it and everything. Okay. Yeah, this one's really stuck, so I'll use the other ones. Hopefully they won't do that. Okay, Yeah, the reason I'm saying that is because of the fact that I'm gluing it to the sides. To strengthen where I'm gluing it, I think I need that whole cornered off spot instead of mitering it and having it slanting. I think it'll give it more strength because of the way I'm gluing it on there. So, yeah, I'm not gonna worry. I was gonna switch to my other glue, but I think I'm fine with this. It worked okay. I just have to be efficient and hurry up before it has a chance to dry. Okay. Okay, come on. There. I'm getting glue all over my fingers. Oh, tea. I'm funny. I'm a goofball. I wish I could be as eloquent and or as smooth moving as Rachel is. Oh gosh, that's funny. You gotta laugh at me, otherwise you're just gonna smack me upside the head. Oh gosh. Okay. There we go. I love that color. And alongside this, I just think it looks really pretty. Now, the one thing you will notice when you fold it, when you don't fold it completely over the back, is that you'll have that little overage somewhat sometimes. It doesn't always do it. The other one didn't do it. But it's okay because I'm going to just distress that and it's not really even going to show. So now we could just cut and have it be like so, and just keep it like that, and then that's the backing. Okay, like I said, once it's distressed you won't really notice the edges so much, or we can fold it down and make it like the bag, you know, and we can even put a little closure here, which would be really cute too. So I really like these. I think they're lots of fun. Now let's see if I can not trip over my own hands again. I want to do this blue one because I love this together. Isn't that pretty? I just think it's perfect. And this will be the inside. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I need to cut this down. I don't want it this big. I think I'll use this top. It's a little straighter, but let's make this one a little bit bigger since this paper is nice and wide and long. Might as well, right? This was a scrap out of my scrap bag, so not a big. Let's make it tall. That's fine. I'm gonna leave it that height. Okay, and actually it's not. No, it's still too much. I was gonna say I'd use the width, but it's a little much. Okay, and then I'm gonna have this. I want to measure this correctly so I don't have so much over. So I'm gonna fold this over, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit longer, not a ton, but a little bit right there. So I'm gonna do it about 1 inch, and that way I can have about a 1/2 inch on the top and bottom that I fold. Okay. Hopefully that'll work this time. I didn't try doing these before I jumped on the video. I watched it and then I jumped on the video literally within minutes after watching it. So I am practicing in front of you guys, which I think a lot of you like when I do that, because then I make mistakes and you get to see me work my way out of them, which is what some of you tell me that you do like. So okay, this one, ouch, oh, my legs are going to sleep. I've got them sitting up on my little sewing box in front of me. Let's not use that, it's too dark. Okay, just gonna go ahead and distress. I don't have my stencils right here with me, but one thing that's really fun to do is also use your stencils with your brush and just create designs, you know, on the back of a page. And I don't do that very often, And I was watching Pam, and I was like, oh, I need to do that again, you know, because I haven't done it in a while. So I also saw a really cool video. I don't know if all of you know who Root, what's her name? What's the channel name? Root something. You probably know her. She was doing some cool things this morning. I was watching her do, and I was like, oh, that would be fun. So we're going to do some of her ideas, and I will, of course, post her video. It's just a video showing you ideas, so it's not actually the video where she does the things that she was teaching, or she was showing the ideas for, okay? So if you see and you go, oh, this isn't really what I thought, it's because she did videos, I guess, other than, I mean, that video was like 13 ideas for junk journal envelopes, but it didn't have the actual instructions. She said, I did other videos to show you how I did this, you know. I didn't watch those videos, so maybe I don't really, I'll just give you the channel name, and then you can look her up and find those. Okay. All right, let's see here. Gotta get this right. Approximately, I'm a little crooked on this side. I just noticed it. Let me just, not that doing it by hand's gonna make it much straighter, right? Okay. All right, there. No, I think when I'm watching Rachel, she's so dexterous. Is that the right word? With her hands. She's very smooth. Everything flows really evenly, and she just moves from one movement to the next really quick, and I admire that because I don't do that. I'm very jerky, and I'm very grateful that you guys put up with me. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm serious. I'm very grateful that you guys aren't like, Tara, you're too hard to watch. It's so painful to watch you. But when I watch someone like her, I'm like, oh, I wish I could move so easily and smoothly through every, you know, thing I do for you guys. And again, I'm going to square mine off because I'm gluing it to the outside. And I definitely like the reinforcement. I don't want the mitered edging there. So just a little snip on the line. Okay, a little snip on that line, and we're good. This blue paper is so pretty. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do this and this right here before I put the rest of it on, so that I can kind of glue that little part down to that. Okay, and then that way it's not flying freely on me and going all over the place like it was a second ago. That kind of controls it and holds it down a little bit. I like that. Okay. All right. There we go. This one, I'm going to push this and see what happens when I see that overage. I'm going to kind of see if I can just get it to pucker out a little bit so it's, yeah, so it's a little fuller on the front. There we go. So I had a little more overage on the back than I wanted, so I just kind of pushed that forward and made it pucker on the front just slightly, and then ran this bone folder over it to get the fold back, and that's pretty good. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? Oh, good, and I even got the words in the right spot. What do you know? Oh, you know what? I could try. I'm not sure how well it would work, but let's see. Don't think it's gonna because my corners are off a little bit. Maybe. Oh, you know the part I did forget? You probably do know. I forgot to pull out this and give it like that torn edge. Oh my gosh, I think I just got a text from my husband that he's already done for the day and headed back to the shop. I'm pretty sure that's what that said. It's early. I like this one very much though, the blue. I think it's very pretty. So now we can just, I guess I don't need to fold that down. Yeah, I kind of like it like it is, so we'll leave it and let's move on to this green one that I've really wanted to do because I love this and I've been dying to use it. Yeah. Fun stuff. Okay. So this will be my front, this will be my back, this will be a little bit wider. It'll be like this actually. So let's use a green, my green ink real quick. And let's see about, where is my green ink? Is this the right one? I'm not sure. This might be the wrong one. I think it's this one that I used. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Let me see. Yeah. I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on the other side for the inside. And then that way they match. It'll just be, you know, the opposite of each other. There. Okay. I like that. That looks pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I could probably use it this direction actually. Yeah, I think so. I think then I just have to do one cut. That makes it easier. Gosh, guys, I have no idea what I'm going to make for dinner today. It's Monday, April 22nd, in case anybody's wondering when I recorded this. I always wonder when people record stuff. And it'll say 2 weeks ago or 3 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, but 3 years ago when? I'm like that. So I always tell you guys the date and stuff, just in case anybody else is curious like me. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of what I want to make for dinner. Okay, so I need to make sure that this has the fold on the top and it's not too low. Good. That's close enough. You know, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I don't see why I shouldn't because, I mean, well, I'm still going to have to cut. No, if I glue this down, I think it might actually, I'm just going to try it. I'm trying to figure out ways to save steps. If it's too thick, don't do it that way. But it might be okay. That look about right. It doesn't feel too thick. This paper's pretty thin. So yeah, I think it's working okay. Just trying to get that in there nice and snug. I'm hearing a ding ding and I think it's my wind chime, but it's inside. And so I'm not sure, but it is kind of moving. I think it moved from the AC because we are having to have the AC on. Does anybody else have that problem yet? I'm in Arizona, so it is today, not every day, but today it is hot. It's kind of, we're in the, what I call the Arizona bounce, where our weather jumps back and forth between hot and cold for a minute. And so, oh yeah, that's what I want. I was trying to think what I wanted. yeah, our weather jumps back and forth for a while before it gets either hot or cold. And I always call that time the Arizona bounce. It's our weather bounce. Because it goes hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. Finally, when its season changes. It takes forever for our season to change. But, so we've been sitting for the last, like, 2 or 3 weeks. We've been kind of warm. And then we've been cold again. And so, some nights I'm sleeping with the air on, and some nights I'm sleeping with it off. And today when I woke up, I turned it off last night, and I was okay until I started moving around the house, and I was like, okay, it's feeling warm. So before Cordy left for work, I had to turn the AC on. Okay, so now I just did the inside green to match. I thought it would be so pretty. You, of course, could paper the inside. That's another thing. You could use book page or something to paper the inside of your bag if you wanted to. You don't have to, no, Stuff like that's kind of fun to do if you're one of those people like me who hates the idea of people looking inside of something and going, oh, it's bright white in there, or they didn't do anything to the inside of it. You know what I mean? I mean, we make it look really old and vintage on the outside, but then on the inside we really don't do anything. And yeah, so I guess it really doesn't matter which side. I think actually this side looks better for the... No, I'm going to put this side because that's what I planned originally. So, okay. So now we're going to do that again where I glued this to each other. Or I guess I could even glue it there. Just either way, that way that corner is down and it's not jumping all over the place on me. So when you're doing something like this, there's a little trick. Might make it a little bit easier for you. I've never, believe it or not, it's the first time in all this time I've thought to do that. And I always fight with stuff like this. That's funny. It takes me a minute. I'm a little slow. It's okay. I think if you all have known me long enough, you know that I'm a little slow sometimes. I've had some of you message me and be like, you could do this. And I'm going, oh, yeah, you're right. It's kind of embarrassing. I mean, when you're the one on the video, acting like you actually know anything, which I don't. Don't be fooled. I don't. I know a lot about some things, but a little about this, actually. I'm learning. It's always a progressive learning for me. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I feel. Like I'm constantly learning with junk journaling. This art form is so, I don't know, surprising, I guess. I mean, you can just do so many things with it. There we go. Okay, and then this one, let's try the cut again. I kind of liked that. If I can get it to fit in there correctly. This little one I don't want to use. It's different. This one looks like it might work. Yeah, there we go. That one's good. Hopefully it'll work on the other side as well. There we go. That one's pretty. There we go. Cute, right? These are so fun. Thanks, Rachel. I like these a lot. And those last two were fun because they're bigger. Now let's do one of these little guys. I love these so much, these cards. I've been hanging on to them. I can't believe they quit making his paper. It's so depressing to me. This is like one of my very, very favorite pieces right here. And they don't make it anymore. Okay, so my friends, what shall we use? I gotta find the right paper for this guy. Let me see. I have a bag, or basket, I mean, full of different stuff. That might be kind of fun. It's not really it's a journal card, but it would wrap around. Then I'd cut her face in half and that would look weird. All right. I'm going through this little basket I've got full of goodies that some of it's stuff I've made, some of it's stuff that was sent to me. And I'm seeing Okay, not that one or that. Oh, this one might be fun. Look at this one. Let's try that. I mean, it's a card on a card, so it's going to be cardstock on cardstock. It'll be a little bit different, but let's see what we get. You know, let's give it a try. And I want to use a darker, I'm going to use a more grungy walnut stain on the back of this card. I don't want to dig out my stamps, or I would. I wouldn't mind doing like some numbers or something in here, but I don't feel like digging through everything. Okay, this is going to be the last one, and then I'm going to decorate one of these. So, okay. So that's going to be the back, and I think I'll make, oh no, I mean, this is going to be the back, and this is going to be the front. So, because this is cardstock, I don't need to, and I am going to rough this up, I don't need to leave any folded over, because, yeah, it doesn't need it. It's tough enough on its own. So, that paper is stuck in there. There we go. Do I want a different one of these? No, I think that one's the one that looks the most, this one looks the most torn. Let's use it. Okay. And I only want to take a tiny bit off. Because the paper's thicker. This, by the way, this cutter, it's fun in theory, but it's not the strongest blades or anything. So you get, see, I got kind of crooked right there, which in a way, I guess it really wouldn't matter with this because of what I'm doing, but still, yeah, it's not going to do better. I'll just leave it. Anyway, it's good enough. Let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and use that and just darken the white up. Make it look nice and smoked out here. Okay. All right. Oops, he's upside down. Don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm going to cut. Oops, sorry. I don't want to fold his head, so I'm going to make sure he's not quite. This one will be, I think, a little different just because it's cardstock on both of the pieces. So we'll see how that goes, okay? My cardstock that I use and I printed this on is 48 pound. I can't remember what that is, GSM, but yeah, so it's a little bit firm. It's not the firmest you can get, but it's pretty thick. Pretty thick. I just think these will look cool together because he's got that kind of steampunk vibe. And this is my steampunk kit if you guys like the paper. Okay. I'll go ahead and miter these. Did a little more narrow fold on this side than this side, I see. Hopefully that won't affect us too much. I kind of like this little trick. It's helping me not have everything flop around quite so much, which I like. Have to hold that paper a little longer though because it is so thick. I have no idea if this is going to work as good as the other ones just because of the fact that it's that thick. So we shall see. Well, that side's not sticking down. It's too narrow. That's okay. I'll just hit it a little bit. All right. Watched the funniest episode of Wings last night. Do you guys ever rewatch Wings? Oh my gosh. Brian, the younger brother, thought that Faye, who works with them at Joe's airline, thought she was a killer he saw on like a fugitive show. It was so funny. If you guys don't ever watch that, that's a really cute show. That was a funny show back in the day. Okay. I just thought of it right now. I don't know what made me think of it. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm thinking with this guy, I might roughen like this card because it's like that rough, it's like that really thick cardstock. You know how good Tim's paper is. It's that paper, so. I'm funny because I did that and I didn't need to roughen that actually. Now I wonder if this will cut a nice angle here on these corners for me. There we go, my little punch. I'm loving these little punches. I knew I'd like having all the different shapes, so that's cool. Now we got the paper ripped a little bit on that. But the grungy is so nice with this look, or the walnut stain, I mean. So we have the hat and the clock and the gears and everything in the back. I just think they match him, you know. And now that we roughen that paper a little bit, we'll smoke it out. I like that burned edge. I think that looks really cool. If you're newer to junk journaling and the distressing and you want to get that really dark burned edge, just take that dauber, that sponge into that and really just hit that edge and it'll give you that really smoky dark edge. Which on some things I don't mind, I don't really care, but with certain things I just love it. So, okay. So there's that. We got, how many did we get? I didn't make too many, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think they're pretty cute. Which one do we want to decorate? Gosh, I wanted these 3. Let's see. Do we want to do... Oh, I really like these. These are fun, you guys. Now, I even think I'll roughen the edge of this paper because I've got it cut so sharp. Oh, you know what? Not that top part, but because that's been over. That's my edge, but just these sides here like this. And you know what? I think I will decorate this one. And instead of the walnut stain, I'll use the blue that we have on the inside. Lori, I'm using your blue. My friend Lori gave me the blue Mariners. She got me hooked on it. I bought a new thing of it when I saw it at the Hobby Lobby in Tucson, or no, in Sierra Springs when I went on vacation last year. And I still have it. It hasn't even been opened yet because it's being ready. This is still working great. Oh, look at that blue. That looks nice. Ooh, I like that. Now this will be a floater. These will be floaters in my journals. They'll not be glued down. I mean, you could glue them down, totally. And if you did that, you could use any old paper that you really don't care for, maybe, or put it on the inside so it just shows on the inside and leave the back blank or whatever. Like if you have scrapbook paper that you're really not crazy about, this would be a good way to use it up if you were going to glue these in. So yeah, however you want to do it. And if maybe you just want to utilize the inside as it, like, you know, kind of peeking out of the bag, right? You could use that as your back piece. And yeah, and make something pretty on the front that you really do like. But for me, I wanted to pick stuff that I liked for both sides because I know I'm going to make these float, or I'm going to make them detachable into like a pocket or something. Okay, there we go. So let's see here. All right. Oh, I like that by itself, like just like that. I love it. Let's see. I think we'll put like up here, I kind of think I'll put one of these little, I don't know, these little signs that are kind of similar in color. Take a risk. Take a risk. That one's cute, but let's see what else we have. Love yourself. That one's pretty. We could even tear that down around the edges. So it's not so tall. And I don't know how good I'm going to do here because I've got it cut really, really close. There we go. Oh, I did it. Woohoo! Those nails come in handy when it comes to that. Okay. Love yourself. There we go. And then let's, of course, add a little of our blue because this teal, these light kind of minty teal look paper phrases that I have here, they look so good with this blue around their edges. Look at that. Isn't it so contrast? Just the contrast is so pretty. Check it out. Isn't that nice? And then we can add a little bit of glue. We're going to do glue, of course, but we can add a little bit of gold and just kind of course, make that stand out slightly. And I'm going to put that on the top flap of this. Okay, next to my little upside down butterfly. He's okay. There we go. And you know what? I don't know for sure, but let's check. Let's do maybe a little piece of bling here. And I even have like the blue color. Look at that. Dollar store, never use it hardly ever, but when I need it, these are here and they're awesome. So just cut those strings off. Okay. I don't think I have my glue gun. I don't need it on right now, but I'm thinking I might turn it on just in case I need it later. Alright. Oh, no wonder. Oh, I have it's stuck to my, it was stuck to my desk. And the reason is because I didn't have my stand up. Okay, so where should I put that? Like right in the center between love and yourself. Would look kind of cute. Or maybe just put one there and one there. I think so. That's what I'm going to do. I think I like that idea. So I'll put a little dollop of glue. A little dollop will do ya on this corner. There we go. And then we'll do another one on the other corner. I think that'll be kind of cute. I don't do stuff like that very often with mine. I usually just put it on my butterflies or in the center of a bow or something like that. I rarely put it around my words. Okay, get back up there. Get on the glue, darling. Don't argue with me. There we go. So there's that. Now let's do the front. What should we put on the front? I've got some lovely ladies. And of course, actually I have those ones I just cut out. Where are they? I am still fussy cutting, you guys. And Cordy's like, you are the fussy cutting queen. It's true. It's true. All of us that do a lot of fussy cutting, we know, right? Oh, she's too tall. She's like such a pretty color against that. Let's see. Is there any that are a little bit shorter? She is, but I'm not sure I like that green. I think I like that one better on the other one. How about her? But I don't really like her face all that much. Sorry, dear. That sounded mean, huh? She's kind of cute. But you know what else I have? I have some beautiful portraits in here as well. Let's see if any of... Oh, she's way too big, but she'd be pretty. Oh, this could totally go. Look at this. But if I wanted to do a closure, I I guess if I tore them down just the right way, her hair thingy matches, and like the colors that were put in there. I think this is Tina's. I've done that. I've colorized black and whites, and they are so fun to do. This color that is used here is almost a perfect match for that background. But we're just going to have to make them short enough to fit. See if I can do this right. He's still a little bit tall. Let's bring him down a little bit more, you guys. I didn't want to cut off her lap, but some things can't be helped. There we go. That's a little better. Now, we'll do the edges. Got to use the blue so everything kind of just matches up. And again, I'm going to use that method of just pressing it into the paper and really darkening it, kind of giving it that smoky effect. Oops. I have some blue cheesecloth. I was thinking that might look kind of cool underneath the picture. No, we're going to do a little gold to frame them. Okay. And what else, you guys? Now, if I wanted to, I can do, if I sit them like here, I could do a tiny closure right there. Now, hold on one sec. Okay, I found my blue here. So this is what I was kind of thinking. Let me just see, just put a little piece under it. This is all, oh, sorry about the loud noise. Let me just trim this a little bit more evenly. Throw this away. Don't need that anymore. Let me see how this might look. It's sticking to my fingers really bad. Okay. I think I like it. So, I'm going to cut a piece. I hope that works for me. Let's see here. And I made the loud noise again. Sorry. And then I'm going to cut, I did 2 pieces. Well, I did 1 piece. I'm going to cut in half into 2 pieces. And then pull around and kind of make it look edgy. Okay. I don't know if I need this much, but we'll see. I kind of like it hanging over an edge too, so. Is there like a, oh no, it's just the line, natural line in the stuff. Okay. I'm just gonna pull on this a little bit, kind of make it look more torn. Okay, there. All right, I'm just gonna put some glue down. Is my glue hot yet? Oh, it's coming along, but not quite hot enough. I think I'll do this first, and then I'll get the, probably do the hot glue and do them. And we're going to trim some of this off so it's not hanging over quite so much. And then I'll pull it again. Okay. Now, these guys, I'm going to use my hot glue here. if I can get it to work. It's probably technically not hot enough, and I'm running out with one stick and the other one's kind of crooked in the back and not wanting to grab. So let's see how good I do this. Okay, that is some yellow glue, yeah? All right, there we go. Let's put it there. Straight enough. Too late now to worry about it, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now, let us see. Okay, now I want to do a little closure that's going to hold it over here. I'm not going to put it on this part. I'm just going to have it here. So I'm going to grab my fussy cut drawer. Shoot, I wish this was on thicker paper. It's on really thin paper. It will not hold that. Let me see. I'm not sure. I think I have. Oh, this would look cute on here. Look. Just these numbers. They're the perfect color. I don't know if I can find any others, but they are perfect for this. And yes, those are Tina numbers. In case anybody's like, are those from Tina? Or somebody's like, I think those are Tina's. Yes, they are. It's not too hard to guess when it's me doing the work, I don't think. You know, our lovely Tina once in a while will bless me and watch my channel, which is absolutely, I mean, gee whiz, you know what a big fan I am of hers. For her to watch my channel is a sheer blessing to me. And so if she ever watches me like today, most of what's in this drawer is hers. Oh my goodness. I love you, honey. I love you, Miss Tina. I love your work. I'm trying to find like something that's just kind of small enough to fit right there, but that will also match what we got going on here. If I could find another number, I'd put a couple of those little numbers on here, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to. This one would be cute. It's the right color, but it's too big. I mean, I guess I could cut it down. Is this on a harder paper? This one? Yeah, but there's nothing on it. I need to print out these little signs that I have here of hers that would help me. I've got them mostly on thin paper, and that would have been perfect if it had been on a thicker paper. Okay, I don't know. There's got to be something in here that'll fit, that'll work with this. It just has to be. Okay, this little piece would work. It's a little ticket. I just need something strong enough to hold that little corner. Or this flower, maybe. No, it's too pink. I'll get it, guys. I know. I'm being annoying. Let's see. See, again, it's on thin paper. Shoot. I'm being careful because I don't want to flip these everywhere and have this stuff end up all over my floor. Otherwise, I would dig a little bit firmer, but... Okay, is that? Nope. The wrong paper. That makes the difference, right? Gotta have the right paper for the job. Oh my gosh, I did so much printing last week that I actually ran out of one of the packs. I mean, I'm almost out. I still have a little bit, but I'm almost out of one of the packs, the cardstock part. This one might work. That I did, that I bought like just a week ago. I had to order another package today. Yeah, so I'm like, okay. That's a lot of printing. A lot of printing and a lot of cutting. WL, it doesn't really go with what we're saying here is the problem. I'm finding that that's the part that I'm like, because it says love yourself, and then it's this couple and they're lovely. And then, so I don't really want it to say, these are, do I have any more in here, maybe? These are the times I always go, okay, I need to make my own words, you know? I need to give my own kit again. I've done a kit, I have it, but it's not what I need right here. Peace, no. Another love yourself, no. I guess I don't necessarily need a closure there. And I don't need the 4 because there's nothing else. But it kind of does need a closure. Shoot, you guys. Oh, well, you know what I could do? I'm going to do this instead. Instead of racking my brain, I'm going to use a small Velcro. Okay. I always add a little glue to these because I don't trust them at all. Okay, I'm going to stick it on the top first. About right there. And then I'll put the other half on the bottom. So this will just have a little tiny Velcro dot closure. Get on there. Oh, come on. It's totally stuck to my nail. Okay. There we go. Kind of push this bottom one a little bit when I do this because they tend to move on me a little bit. Just hold that shut, and there we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to add a little more gold around the edges. But there's your faux bags, you guys. I hope that you give them a try. And like I told you, I will link Rachel's video in the description. But if I should happen to forget, which I don't plan on forgetting, but I don't get to upload this until tomorrow, so that's why I tend to forget. I will say that it's week 16, okay? So if I do forget to, I could do another one on this side so it stays, huh? I should. Yeah, I should do that. That way, if you guys are looking for it and I didn't link it, you'll know where to look. You'll know where to go. Sound like a plan? Okay. Okay. Yeah, these, and like I said, these are a little different than hers because she did not put hers on the inside. She did hers on the outside. But I think they turned out okay. Doing them this way, I kind of like it. So I'm okay with that. I put my own little spin on another person's inspire. She is very inspiring too. Very, very. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. So there is our lovely couple. And I probably should put like, do you think I should put like a butterfly or something on the side? I don't know. Something that would, yeah, there, he goes good. Look at him. Okay, so we'll put I know it's crazy. I'm going to put some blue on the back of him because I'm not going to completely glue him down. And we're going to put, of course, I am going to put a tiny diamante, and then we'll be finished. I promise. I know we've gone over. Oh my, we went way over. I didn't mean to do that. I was just having so much fun with these. I actually really love something when I really like lose track of time is what I wanted to say when I love something I'm doing. When it's the kind of little project that I could just make a bunch of them and do them all day. Yeah, this is probably one of those types of projects. So I'm just getting the diamante ready, and I'm going to put this on our little butterfly friend here, just to kind of bring together the top of the faux bag with the bottom. Come on. Okay, now we need to make sure that he is highlighted in blue all the way around on his white edges. Okay. I wish that he were printed on what do you call it? Matte photo paper, but he's not. He's on regular cardstock. But it's okay. We're just going to put him right there. And then we'll put, actually, I probably should have put a couple of these. Shoot. Because he's got a large back. So it would probably look better with two. I'll just throw that single into the drawer or into my little container here, and there we go. Okay. And so we put a dot there and put a dot there. That's about right, I think. And sit him on it. Oops, no, need a little bit more right here. Okay. There we go. All right. So that looks better. I like that better. Okay, so there's our piece. I love you guys. Please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a member of our family. I always say a member instead of a subscriber because this is the Tara's Take family, and you guys are family to me, and I love you guys very much. And I hope that you'll become a part of our family. And I will see you all in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye.